Hey everybody, a couple of weeks ago I made a video about that I got a new job finally here in northern Sweden, and now I got my first salary from October. So let's look at our finances. What do I make with my work at the hotel? What do we make from our YouTube channel? What else do we get? Do we get some benefits from Sweden? Because we get asked a lot about, how do you do it with just a not so good paying job? You live in a really nice house with a lot of land. So yeah, I will tell you. I will also talk about our expenses so we can see what we have left after all our expenses. And also let's talk about what it costs to warm up our house, because here in northern Sweden it can get really cold. Just to give you an idea, we don't make a lot of money, but we also don't have a lot of expenses. So yeah, that makes life so much easier, because I've read stories about, for example, in the United States, where $100,000 a year is not considered a lot of money anymore. And that just yesterday I read an article about people making over 300k buckaroos. They are struggling with debt. When I read things like that, I'm like, wow, because we don't make a lot of money, but we don't have any financial struggles at all. Curious about, viewers from the US. Is it really that bad, like we read here in Europe, or is it exaggerated? Or let me know. So let's talk about this in our video. So let's start with my job at the hotel. So it's November now. I got my salary from October, and I don't work every day. They just ask me when they need me. So I have not a regular job. So last month I worked 15 days in October. So that's about 3.4 days on average I worked per week. So my salary is 150 krones an hour, and that's about 13 euros and 55 cents, and dollars a little bit more than that, I think. So my total earnings at the hotel were in Swedish krones 15,758 kroner. And in euros it's 1,432 euros. And that is after taxes. So here in Sweden, the income tax it's pretty high. It depends on where you live, I think, but where I live it's I think about 33% income tax. So okay, 1,432 euros a month I get from my work at the hotel last month. So next month it can be more or it can be less. It depends on how much I work. But I think in the winter I will work a little bit more, because it gets more busy, because more tourists are coming here in the winter. Well, it is winter, as you can see, but it's not even December yet. So I think December, January, February, there will be I will have more work. So then the benefits. We only get child benefits, and that is about 2,650 krones, which is about 250 euros. So you get that. We get it for our 2 children. So you get it per child here in Sweden. Yeah, so that's nice to have that, because when you don't make so much money, every extra you can get is nice for us. And then for our YouTube channel, so that's pretty interesting. We have 2 YouTube channels. This channel, of course, it's in English, and we also have a channel in Dutch, my native language. It's called Leven in Lapland, if you don't know. And yeah, both channels, the Dutch channel, we have a little bit more views than this channel. but this month has been a really good month for us. So normally I think both channels together were about 1,000 krones per month on income. So you don't get rich from that, but it's nice. You can fill up the car with that once a month. So it's not nothing. But the last month, it was a really good month. So thank you for watching our videos. This month we got from our Dutch channel, it was 2680 kroner. Och for this channel is 2060 krones. So together it's 4,740 krones, which is about 430 euros, and in dollars, little bit more than 430. So that is pretty nice. If we can have this every month, that's really nice. With 400 euros, you can do a lot. Oh, by the way, we started our YouTube channel in the beginning just to let our family know, since we moved to Sweden, how everything is going. And we couldn't imagine that that our channel grew, and now we're actually making a little bit of money from it, and we get so much nice comments the whole time, and people are actually enjoying our channel. So thanks so much for that, because we just started it for ourselves more and our family, but now there's like a lot of people commenting all the time, so nice. So everything together, all our income for this month, it's 23,148 kroner. In euros, a little bit over 2,100 euros. In dollars, $2,450. So that is of course not a whole lot. YouTube, it helps a lot, those 400 euros. Because without that, I don't think you have like minimum wages here in Sweden, but in the Netherlands we do have minimum wages, and I'm pretty far below the minimum wage with my work in a hotel. So I don't get paid so much. But we are very lucky, because the house we have right now, we don't have any mortgage on it. We're from the Netherlands, like I said before, and we sold our house there like 2 years ago now, and the house price there went up enormously. So we could sell our house for a really great price, and then from the money we got from that, we could just buy this house. So we are living like mortgage free right now, and that is such a nice feeling. You've been freed from money chains or something. And like I said in my previous video about our house, houses here are really not so expensive, especially compared to the Netherlands or Germany or like big cities in America. House prices are so much higher there. So that's not the biggest reason we moved to Sweden, but it made it possible for us to do this. So it was a really easy choice to sell our small little house with a little garden, and then from the money we made from that, we could buy this beautiful house with enormous garden. So still really happy with that. So that's why we can live the way we live right now. We are absolutely not rich people, but we feel rich with all this nature around us, with a beautiful house. And so we don't need to have a lot of money. We don't need to make so much. So that's a really nice feeling. It's a small side topic. It's the 29th of November right now. And maybe it's nice for you to know we live like very far up north. So people ask us a lot about how dark it gets. So today it's sunrise is at 10 minutes past 9, and the sun sets at 38 minutes past 1 in the afternoon. So that's pretty early right now. but it's not dark the second the sun sets, so it takes 1 or 1.5 hours before it really starts to get dark. And also it's almost December, so the 21st of December it's the shortest day of the year. So then the sun rises at around 10 o'clock and it sets at around 1 o'clock. So then that day is pretty short, but yeah, it's less than 1 month, and after that the days are getting longer again. So yeah, it's not, I don't mind it at all because the days are beautiful. We have beautiful light the whole day, you know, from before the sun rises till long after the sun sets, and during the whole day amazing colors the whole day, pink, purple, golden skies. I think this is an incredible time of the year, so I really love it. It doesn't feel dark to me at all. Also because I'm from the Netherlands and there it rains just the whole day, and here there are so many sunny days. Yeah, so it doesn't feel dark for me at all. So then let's look at our expenses. On groceries, we spent about, for a whole October, I put everything together, it was 6,100 kroner, which is about 550 euros. So yeah, our groceries, it's not so expensive for us, while Sweden is known for having like really expensive groceries. So for us there are a couple of things why we don't pay so much. Annabelle, she bakes her own bread every day, and bread is pretty expensive here, like 3-4 euros. So that's a lot cheaper to make it yourself, and it tastes a whole lot better, and it's probably healthier as well. Also, you know, we have our little greenhouse, so we ate a lot of vegetables from the greenhouse this summer. Of course not every day because it's not that big, but it helps a lot. And we have gotten a lot of meat for free from one of our neighbors. He's a hunter, so a lot of moose and reindeer meat, which is also like the best meat you can find. You know, it has been roaring the woods. They don't get medicines. They have the best life you can imagine. A lot better than cows on a cow farm, I would imagine. So yeah, that meat is also expensive. So those things make it a lot cheaper for us to do groceries. Insurances of our house and our cars. It was about 1,700 kroner, which is 155 euros. On gas, we spent for both cars 1,856 kroner. Yeah, and I have to say, compared to the Netherlands, the gas prices are a lot better. Gasoline is a lot cheaper than compared to the Netherlands, but the Netherlands is really expensive, and diesel is a bit cheaper than the Netherlands. And also car insurance, that's also a lot cheaper than it was in the Netherlands. So we have 3 cars. One is tax-free because it's older than 30 years. It's an old Nissan truck. We have a Volvo XC70, it's a diesel, and an old Honda CR-V, also diesel. It costs us about a little bit over 800 crowns a month. So that's, in the Netherlands it's like 5 times more expensive. I don't know how it is in other countries, but for us that is really cheap. Then on telephone and internet it's about 1,000 crowns, so we don't have such expensive mobile phones and stuff like that. So our monthly payments for our internet and our mobile phones are not so high. So 1,000 crowns a month which is about 90 euros. Then electricity, that's a really nice one, because it's of course very cold. We are here in northern Sweden. We are, what is it, 100 or 200 kilometers from the polar circle. So it can get really cold. It can get minus 30 here. It gets minus 30 here in the winter. Not the whole winter, but it can get almost minus 40 sometimes, but that doesn't happen so much. So heating the house is very important, and yeah, this house has a great heating system. It has a heating pump. In Swedish it's called jordvärme, with like hoses going through your garden and back into your house and then into your heating pump. Not sure how it works exactly. So it's a really efficient way to heat up our house. So we have we use quite a lot of electricity per month, but also the electricity is not so expensive here in Sweden. So here in Sweden it's 22 euro cents per kilowatt hour. So also, again, compared to the Netherlands, that's a lot cheaper. I don't know how it is in other countries. So yeah, the electricity prices are not so very high here, and we have a very efficient heating pump. So our total electricity bill is 2066 kroner, and I took the average of a whole year. So the average per month is 2066 kroner, which is about 185 euros. Then we have a cost for garbage disposal, which is 300 kroner a month. So also not so expensive. That's once a month the garbage truck comes and just empty our garbage bins. So then we have a total of our expenses is 13,840 kroner, which is about 1,232 euros. And so if we take that off our income, what we have left is 9,300 kroner, or 875 euros, or a little bit over $1,000. So yeah, we have quite a bit left, even if we have a small salary from my work at the hotel. We have quite some money left. And of course I did not take everything into account. I didn't take into account depreciation of the cars and the house, maintenance, sewerage and water, but sewerage and water, it's not so expensive. It's, I think, like 150 euros a year, because we got it, the whole village gets it from a well. So yeah, they didn't take everything into account, but just to give you an idea. So for us, yeah, the money I earn from the hotel, it's enough to support the family. And of course I would like to work a little bit more, so we have a little bit more left. But you know, it's good. Everything is good. I don't have the pressure that I have to work so much, and yeah, that's a great feeling. So yeah. Oh, and just wanted to tell you about YouTube. You know, the 400 euros I told you about. It is quite a lot of work to make a video. You know, for you it's just like, oh, Erik is just talking for 20 minutes and that's it. But yeah, you have to think about what you're saying, then you have to look up everything you want to say, especially this about finance. Then you have to film it, then you have to edit the video. So it's every video we make, it takes several hours to make. So last video, it was a good video about our house. A lot of views. It was about 19,000 views. So for our little channel, that was amazing. So we earned about 150 euros from that video. So that's amazing for just a couple of hours of work. But then we also have videos that gets like 500 views, and then you get like 3 euros. So then it's less amazing. So yeah, that was all I wanted to talk about, just to give you an idea about how expensive life is. Now you have an idea how we are able to live in such an amazing house with just a not so good paying job. So yeah, if you have any questions, or if you want to have a more detailed video where I also talk about all the small things like depreciation and things like that, I can do that also. Yeah, but for now, thank you so much for watching. Thank you also so much for all the comments from our last video. Everybody is so nice in the comments. Just thank you. I read them all. I try to reply to everything. Sometimes it takes a couple of days for me to, especially when we have a lot of views, it can take a couple of days before I reply to everybody. But thank you so much, because I read it, and so much, so nice that people are taking their time to leave a comment. So thank you, and have a great day, everybody. Bye.